She looked me in the eye, smiling, as everything I knew about us shattered in a single sentence. I still don't know if that smile was fear. Or triumph. I remember that night so vividly it might as well have been branded into my brain. We were at dinner, or, more accurately, they were at dinner, and I was sitting there like the accidental prop in someone else's show. Amelia's friends had decided to celebrate our engagement. Their treat, of course. Except, by the end of the night, I found out exactly what that really meant. I'm 33. She's 30. We'd been together 4 years, engaged for 2 months. I thought I knew the woman I was going to marry. Turns out, I didn't. I work in logistics, my whole life revolves around making complicated things run smoothly. Amelia? She's in event planning. Looking back now, maybe I should have taken that as a hint. She lives for the vibe, the image, the performance. And her 3 best friends? Talia, Becca, and Chloe. Picture a synchronized trio powered entirely by bottomless mimosas, knockoff designer bags, and that Sing Sanji, I'm better than you, tone. They never liked me. Not because I was rude or unkind, no, because my car wasn't new enough. Because I preferred function over flash. But I loved Amelia, so I tolerated them. When I proposed, I'd spent months researching the perfect ring, a 2.2 carat lab-grown oval diamond, flawless. $14,500. I paid for it with my own savings, no heirlooms, no shortcuts. She adored it. Or maybe, she adored showing it off. Last Friday, she said, babe, the girls want to take us out for a real engagement celebration. Their treat. We're going to Aperture. Aperture, of course. One of those trendy spots where the menu reads like a cryptic poem, every drink comes with smoked foam, and everything costs twice what it should. I'm a burger and beer guy, but hey, their treat, right? We walked in at 8 p.m. It was dim, loud, and packed with people trying too hard. Her friends were already there, glowing from 3 martinis and the kind of laughter that only comes from tipsy self-importance. Leo. Talia shrieked, air-kissing beside my face like she was allergic to actual skin contact. Amelia joined them immediately, ordering whatever pink concoction they were drinking. The dinner felt less like a meal and more like a stage production. Oysters, 2 dozen. Tuna crudo. Bottles of wine. Espresso martinis. Everything was an event, a moment, a vibe. And me? I just sat there, quietly nursing a single old-fashioned and watching Amelia put on a show. She was laughing louder than usual, flashing her ring under the pendant light like it was a spotlight. Something inside me tightened. This doesn't feel right, I thought. Their treat part was starting to sound like a bad punchline waiting to happen. After 2 hours, the table was a battlefield of empty plates, wine-stained napkins, and high-pitched laughter. Then the waiter, this poor guy who looked one table away from quitting, set the bill in the center. Silence. No one moved. Then Talia, wearing that smug, slow smile of someone who's been waiting for her moment, dragged the bill directly in front of me. So, Leo, she said sweetly. The other 2 went quiet. I didn't touch it. Oh? I said. She leaned in. We've been talking. And we worry about Amelia. She's our girl. She deserves a certain kind of life. You're fine. But we need to know you can provide for her. That you're worthy. I swear I felt the blood drain from my face. I looked at Amelia. This was her chance to shut it down, to laugh it off and say, Talia, knock it off. But she didn't. She giggled. A nervous, tipsy little sound that cut deeper than it should have. Leo, don't be so serious, she said, patting my arm like I was overreacting. They're just teasing. But, I mean, it is kind of tradition for the man to, show his appreciation. Becca jumped in. For us, she added. For letting you into her life. Show us you can handle her. And there it was. A test. A shakedown wrapped in fake smiles and overpriced cocktails. I opened the bill. $846. For 5 people. On a dinner I hadn't wanted, at a place I didn't choose. Amelia's eyes sparkled, waiting. She wasn't with me. She was with them. And in that moment, I saw it, the next 40 years. Every trip, every holiday, every dinner, every single milestone being measured against what I could prove to them. And her standing there, smiling, letting them. I closed the folder. Okay, I said. Talia's grin widened. Amelia squeezed my arm, already celebrating. But instead of reaching for my card, I stood up. I'll be right back, I said casually. Their confusion was almost comical. I walked away, not toward the restroom, straight to the bar. The waiter was there. I waved him over. Hey man, I was at that table, 12. I only had 1 old-fashioned. Can I pay for that separately? Emergency at work. He didn't even blink. Of course, sir. He saw the chaos brewing behind me and, bless him, he just got it. $18. That's all it took. I tipped him $5, thanked him, and walked out. I didn't look back. I heard Amelia's voice behind me, Leo? Leo, where are you going? The door closed. The night air was cool against my skin. It felt freeing. I got in my car and drove off. 20 minutes of silence. Then my phone lit up. Amelia. I let it ring. When it stopped, a voicemail popped up. Her voice wasn't angry, it was pure panic. Leo, where did you go? The waiter said you only paid for your drink. The bill is still here. It's $796. My card just got declined. Talia's too. They're saying they'll call the police if we don't pay. Leo, this isn't funny. Call me back. You can't just leave me here. You did this. I sat in my car listening to it twice. Then I turned off my phone, walked into my apartment, and poured myself the best damn drink I've had in years. All that chaos, and it only cost me $18. It's been 48 hours since that dinner. And honestly, I'm still in awe at how bottomless entitlement can be. It's like a renewable energy source, just keeps going. I'm not even at my own place right now. I'm at my brother's. But here's the thing, the apartment? It's mine. My name on the lease. My credit check. My rent. I pay 80% of everything. Amelia tosses in $500 a month like it's a tip jar. So no, she doesn't get to act like she's owed anything. After I listened to that voicemail Friday night, I drove home feeling strangely clear. Cold, almost. The logistics brain had fully taken over. This wasn't heartbreak anymore. This was a situation that needed to be solved, step by step. I walked into the apartment. Packed a single duffel bag, work clothes, laptop, toiletries. I opened the file cabinet, pulled out the GIA certificate and the receipt for the engagement ring. $14,500, fully paid. Mine. Then I left, drove to my brother's, and told him, it's over with Amelia. Can I crash? He didn't ask questions. Just handed me a beer and left me alone. Saturday morning hit like a digital hurricane. I turned my phone back on and it lit up like a Christmas tree. Over 30 missed calls from Amelia, Talia, and Becca. And the texts, oh, the texts. Amelia, I'm coming home now. You better be there. How could you abandon me? Talia had to call her dad at midnight to pay the bill. I have never been so humiliated in my entire life. We are fighting. Talia, from an unknown number, you're a pathetic, broke little boy. You just proved you're not a real man. Amelia deserves better. And I'll make sure she gets it. Then Amelia again, this is all your fault. You made me look like a fool in front of my friends. Leo, I'm at the apartment. Your car is gone. Did you change the locks? I let her panic simmer for a while. Then, at 9 a.m., I sent the one and only message she was ever going to get from me. Amelia, I'm at my brother's. After your little test last night, it's clear we have fundamental differences in values. Your decision to side with your friends and humiliate me into paying an $800 bill was a deal breaker. We are done. Her reply came within seconds. A deal breaker over a dinner bill? Leo, you're blowing this out of proportion. I was drunk. They were joking. You're the one who embarrassed me. You made me look poor. I didn't answer. Then the real reason behind her outrage came out an hour later. Fine. Be mad. But I need to get into the apartment. My work laptop is there and I have a presentation on Monday. And I need money. My card isn't working. Turn it back on. My car payment is due. I texted back, the card you use is an authorized user card on my personal account. It was for my partner. You made it clear on Friday you're no longer my partner. It stays off. The partnership is dissolved. She snapped, you can't do that. That's financial abuse. I'm calling the police. I have a right to my money. And then, she actually did. 2 p.m., my phone rings. Private number. Sir, the officer said, I'm here with a Miss Amelia. She's saying you locked her out of her residence and cut off her access to money. I was calm. Crystal clear. Officer, the lease is 100% in my name. Amelia is my ex-fiancée. She's not a tenant. She's welcome to collect her personal belongings, but not without me present. As for the credit card, it's my account. I'm the primary holder. I can deactivate it whenever I want. The officer sighed. I could hear the tired resignation in his voice. Ma'am, he said, turning back to her, he's right. This is a civil matter. We can't force entry. You need to arrange a time with him to get your things. And then came the wailing. But my laptop, my clothes. The call ended. The texts that followed were like watching a storm lose its power, frantic, then sharp, then desperate, and finally, stupid. You know what? Fine. Keep your stupid apartment. Keep your stupid money. You're a cold, petty, vindictive man. But I'm keeping the ring. You humiliated me. I deserve something for the 4 years I wasted on you. Consider it payment for emotional distress. I actually smiled. She put it in writing. This wasn't just drama anymore. This was theft. Step 1, I called my insurance company. Hi, I'd like to report a stolen engagement ring, $14,500. I have the certification and the receipt. My ex-fiancée Amelia has admitted in a text that she's keeping it and refuses to return it. The bored voice on the other end sharpened immediately. She admitted it in writing? Yes. Oh, we'll be opening a claim and escalating to legal. This is serious, sir. Step 2, I texted Amelia. Amelia, the engagement ring is a conditional gift given in contemplation of marriage. The condition is void. Your text stating you're keeping the ring as payment is an admission of theft. I have filed an insurance claim. You have until 5 p.m. tomorrow to return the ring in person. If you don't, I will file a police report for felony theft, and the insurance company will proceed with their fraud investigation. This is not a negotiation. The bravado she had before? Gone. Her reply was shaky, you wouldn't. You're lying. That'll ruin my life. They'll arrest me. Leo, please. This is insane. You're ruining my life over a stupid ring. I didn't respond. A couple of hours later, Talia slid into my DMs. You're really threatening to put a woman in jail over a gift? You're pathetic. We're going to tell everyone what kind of monster you are. I just screenshotted it, sent it to my brother with the caption, monster face with tears of joy. The deadline is 5 p.m. tomorrow. The ball's in her court now. And for the first time in months, I feel calm. Hey Reddit, it's done. It's really, officially over. And I'm still trying to wrap my head around just how absurd this entire saga turned out to be. Weapons grade stupidity. That's honestly the only way I can describe it. Sunday, the deadline. 5 p.m. came and went. No text. No call. No Amelia. I sat at my brother's kitchen table, staring at my phone in that quiet, heavy kind of silence where you start hoping, just a little bit, that the person who hurt you will step up and do the right thing. She didn't. She called my bluff. Except, it wasn't a bluff. At 5:55 p.m., I dialed the non-emergency police line. Calm. Methodical. I told the officer everything, the ring's value, the GIA certification number, her name, and most importantly, the text message where she'd proudly declared she was keeping it. The officer didn't hesitate. Sir, with the value of the item and her written admission, that qualifies as felony theft. A detective will be in touch with her. Here's your case number. A few minutes later, I called my insurance agent. Hi, it's Leo. Deadline passed. She didn't return the ring. I filed a police report. Here's the case number. I swear I could hear the agent perk up. Insurance companies hate paying claims, but when they have someone they can legally pursue. Oh, they love that. Thank you, Mr. ____, the agent said, voice positively gleeful. Our legal team will take it from here. We'll be in contact with Miss Amelia shortly. You'll be compensated. We'll pursue our asset. Pursue our asset. That phrase was both chilling and deeply, deeply satisfying. Tuesday morning. I was at work, halfway through reviewing a shipping manifest, when my phone rang with an unknown number. I let it go to voicemail. The message? Her father. Robert. I've always liked Robert, old school guy, retired engineer, no patience for nonsense. His voice was a storm. Leo, it's Robert. I just had a detective from the city police call my house, Leo, asking for Amelia. Something about a $14,000 ring you're saying she stole. You need to call me back. Now. I did. He picked up immediately. She told me some garbage about a dinner bill and you overreacting. She left out the part about the police. Start from the beginning. Tell me the truth. So I did. I laid out every single detail, their treat, dinner, the $814 ambush, the test, the betrayal, the voicemail, the text about keeping the ring. There was a long, aching pause. Then a sigh so deep it sounded like decades of disappointment. Talia, he muttered, not even asking. Yeah. She's been poisoning Amelia's brain since high school. Leo, I'm so sorry. My daughter is a fool. Weak. She lets those awful women think for her. This is humiliating. Robert, I told him, I don't want to ruin her. I just want the ring back. If I get it back, I'll drop the charges and call off the insurance. His voice shifted, low, steady, dangerous. Oh, you'll get it. I'll handle this. Tuesday afternoon. My apartment intercom buzzed. It was Robert. I went down to the lobby. He looked older, tired, and in his hand was the little velvet box I'd bought with so much hope months earlier. Through the glass doors, I saw Amelia sitting in his car, head bowed, shoulders shaking. Robert handed me the box. Leo, I can't apologize enough for her. Or for them. It's not your fault, I said quietly. She's not a bad person, he muttered, rubbing his face, but she's weak and stupid. She pawned it, Leo. I actually stepped back. She what? She pawned it on Saturday for $3,000. Said she needed to pay Talia's father back for the dinner. I had to go down to the pawn shop with the police report. It cost me $3,500 to get it back. She'll be paying me until she's 40. His hands were shaking. You're a good man, Leo. I love my daughter, but you dodged a bullet. He turned to leave. That's when Amelia bolted out of the car, mascara streaking down her face, her voice cracked and desperate. Leo, please. It was a mistake. I was scared. I had no money. You drove me to it. I just looked at her. Really looked at the woman I thought I'd spend the rest of my life with. No, Amelia. You drove yourself there. The second you giggled and sided with Talia, this was already over. Pawning the ring? That was just the punchline. Her voice shot up, shrill. So that's it? For years, gone over money. No, I said, and for the first time, I didn't feel anger. Just, nothing. I'm walking away because of your character. You don't have any. Go home, Amelia. I turned and walked to the elevator without looking back. The aftermath. I called the detective, dropped the charges. Called the insurance company, canceled the claim. We arranged a pickup time for her things. I had my brother and his very large friend there, just in case. She showed up with her mom, who shot daggers at me the entire time. I didn't care. They packed her clothes and her mountain of skincare products. I even made sure her work laptop was set aside. I wasn't going to be cruel. But the universe wasn't done with this circus. My buddy Mark, who happens to know Becca, filled me in on the epilogue. Apparently, Talia's dad, a big-shot lawyer, absolutely lost it when he realized his card got hit with an $800 bill tied to a potential police matter. He cut her off entirely. She's now apparently selling her designer bags on Poshmark to make rent. Becca and Chloe? Ghosted her. The second things got messy, they scattered like roaches when the light comes on. So here I am. Out $18 for an old-fashioned and a $5 tip. Sitting on a $14,500 engagement ring I can't even look at without feeling a mix of disgust and relief. I'll sell it. Take a loss. And move on. Amelia's 30. Unemployed, she got fired Tuesday after no-showing work during her little pawn shop crisis. She's $3,500 in debt to her furious father. No fiancé. No ring. No friends. She wasn't a victim. She volunteered. They wanted to test my worth. Turns out, I was the only one in that room who actually had any.